Alrighty, good morning everybody, Coach Aaron here. Today I'm coming at you with a little bit more about back pain and something simple that everybody can do that basically makes everything work better. If you remember on my video on Wednesday, which if you didn't see it, go back and check that video out. One of the things that I mentioned was that for a lot of people, their knee, hip, back pain, even shoulder pain actually starts down at the feet. There may be other problems along the way up the chain, but as you're walking, you push off the ground, all of that force comes up and then crosses the body. And if there's a problem going on with your feet, then that is going to create further problems up the chain. So today, the big thing is looking at what you're actually wearing on your feet. A lot of people are wearing horrible, horrible shoes. A lot of what you see advertised on TV are shoes that they've got bells, whistles, spinning rims, all this kind of stuff. Of course, I'm making a little bit of a joke, but they've got all of these features that are designed in theory to help the foot, but they're also based on the idea that the foot is wrong. And the truth is that's not fact. That's not factual. And so often these shoes with additional features, they cause other problems. They may feel good when you put them on at first. Okay, I'm back. So again, those shoes may feel good when you put them on at first, but they end up causing problems mechanically with how your body moves, and literally it can actually cause tons of pain and dysfunction down the road. So there are two things when you're looking for a pair of shoes that you want to make sure every pair of shoes you ever wear, unless it's for very special occasions like going to a wedding or something where you're dressing up, that what you're putting on your feet 98% of the time, these two rules will help make sure that your shoes work for you and not against you, okay? So first off, I am an advocate for spending time barefoot. So if you're home, a lot of people are working from home nowadays, go barefoot. The zoom is not pointed at your feet. So walk around your house barefoot at least some of the time. But when you're looking for shoes, there's two things, okay? So this is a shoe from a brand called Youre. I actually really like them. I just found them this last year. I'm very, very pleased. And what we're looking for is two things. First, we're looking for something that's called a zero drop shoe. So what this means is that on the inside of the shoe, where your foot actually sits, that it is perfectly flat. Of course, the bottom is going to be flat because it's standing on the ground. But oftentimes, what's going on inside the shoe is it's thinner here at the front and then it's thicker here at the back. Basically like high heels, just not to the same degree. And so what happens is, even though it's not to the same degree as high heels, talk to a woman who wears high heels all the time. They always have back problems. So, at least if they've been wearing them for a while. Even if it's a small elevation from the toe to the heel, what that does is if you're standing on the shoe, it actually pitches you forward just a little bit. You then have to arch your back backwards in order to stand up straight. And if you end up doing this all the time, you've got overcompression of the spine, and that's going to lead to pain, back problems, degenerative discs, all kinds of problems, especially if you're putting load on them, meaning if you're working out in these shoes. So you want something that is what's called a zero drop. That's the phrase you're looking for, zero drop. And then the second thing is you want to make sure that the shoe itself is flexible. Now, when you first get it, it may be a little rigid, but you should be able to easily tell just by taking the shoe. The toe should always bend. Almost all shoes will do that. So this isn't what you're looking for. What you want to do is grab the heel and then grab at the arch of the foot, right here where your arch would be, and see, does it bend? Does it actually give some flex? Are your feet going to be able to move in here? There are 26 bones in each of your feet. 52 bones, that's a quarter of the bones for your entire body, are in your feet. Your feet are designed to move. So again, the two biggest problems with most shoes is that they pitch you up on an angle, and then the shoe itself doesn't really move very much, causing those bones and those joints to get less activation and less movement and become more rigid over time. So your feet don't move well. And so basically it's like trying to walk around on bricks all the time. Of course you're going to run into problems. You need your shoes to be flexible and flat. My wife actually does not wear high heels hardly ever unless we're going out to dinner for like her birthday or something fancy, or we're going to a wedding or things like that. If you do need to dress professionally, of course, then you want to factor that in. But there are plenty of places where you can get very nice looking flats. And for guys, same thing. You can get very nice looking dress shoes or athletic shoes, whatever you need to wear based on what you're doing, that are flat and flexible and work for you. And so I'll guarantee you, if you're wearing some of the shoes that I'm talking about, you can run this little assessment. Walk around barefoot for a little bit, just 3, 5, 10 steps, and then do a forward bend. Put your knees together, your heels together, keep your legs straight, and see how close to the ground you can get. And then put your shoes on, walk around for 3, 5, 10 steps, just get some movement, and then do a forward bend again. You'll probably see your forward bend, your toe touch, comes up about 3 to 6 inches. That's a surefire sign that those shoes are hurting you, not helping you. Okay? So another thing about cushion, some shoes will have a little bit more cushion than others, but you don't want an over cushion issue. You don't want to be walking around on a marshmallow the whole time, especially if you're loading your body. If you're doing weightlifting where you're using dumbbells, things like that, you want something that's going to be a little stable. You want your feet to be able to feel the ground. This way, your body will feel stable and be more secure in lifting more weights. All right? I hope this is helpful. If it is, please give me a like down below. Give me a comment. Maybe show me a picture of your shoes and I can give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And I'll also drop a link down below for Zero if you want to check them out. All right? I hope you have a fantastic day. Don't forget to share this video so somebody else can benefit. Catch you later.